So the topic that I want to talk about today is how many candidates should you interview as a hiring manager? And it's a very important topic if you're a hiring manager. How many candidates should I interview? Should I interview 50 candidates? That's too many. If you interviewed 50 candidates, you're going to spend your whole week, 2 week, 3 weeks just interviewing people. That's a lot of people. And then you're just window shopping. That's too many to know the market. What about number one? What if I just interview one person? Is that enough? No, that's not enough to know the market either, because that's just one person. There's so many other people out there that could be a fit for your role. So what is the magic number? The magic number doesn't exist. It changes between roles. So for some role it could be 5, other roles it could be 15, other roles it could be 7. But the real answer, what I want to say, not the real answer, but an answer that is the best practice in our industry, is 10. Best companies in America or in the world interview about 10 people per role. That's just the way it's been. It could be a little less, could be 8 or 9, it could be a little more sometimes, 11 or 12. But it's normal to interview about 10 people per role for a first round. And after the first round interview, you narrow it down. It's like a funnel, like a marketing funnel. You narrow it down. Only this is a jobs funnel, an interview funnel. So from 10 in the first round, you go down to 3 in the second round, and from 3 you go to your number one person you want to hire. But then out of those 3, you need to have a number 2. It's imperative to have a number 2 in this market. The market is tight. The labor market is very tight. Salaries keep going up. Candidates' expectations are for a very high salary, and maybe you're not willing to pay for that high salary for this person. That's why it's good to have a backup. People counter offer in this market all the time. That's why you need to have a backup. Now let's go way back. What happens if you have 10 people? How do you get those 10 people? To interview 10 people, you need to get at least 15 to 20 resumes. Let's say 18. Why? Because you might not want to interview all the resumes you have, and you pick the 10 best people to interview, and you eliminate about half or about a third of the people. But how do you get those 18 resumes? Well, to get those 18 resumes, those great resumes, those resumes where a person is actually a fit, you need to contact at least 150 to 200 people. And how do you contact that many people? You post ads, use a recruiter, an internal recruiter, or you could use a staffing agency like the one I own. Looking for talent is a full-time job, and you as a hiring manager are good at whatever you do. You're good in finance. You're good in IT. You're good as an executive running your company, as an executive running your org. You're not good in recruiting. So stick to what you do. Don't become a recruiter. Do what you do and outsource the rest. So when I say outsource, you could get a recruiting agency, but most firms first use an internal recruiter that posts the job. And if the job does well, then they don't need to use an outside agency. But many times, the candidates you get on job boards suck. They are from another country. You are located in Pennsylvania. You get applicants from Saudi Arabia. You get applicants from India. I mean, that's great, but you're looking for someone in America. Or you're looking for an IT integrator, an IT analyst, and you get chefs. Or you get mechanics. Those are good people, but that's not the kind of person you're looking for. A lot of applicants suck. And that's why internal recruiters and hiring managers come to a staffing agency, because that's what we do all day, every day. We have our own internal database of candidates we use, plus we invest our time so you don't have to. So if you're a recruiter and you're working on 20 roles, or even 10 roles, or even 5 roles, you don't have time to reach out to 200 people for each of those roles. That's why you outsource it to an agency like NewConfig to get the job done right. So I hope this helped you understand, if you're a hiring manager, how many people you need to reach out to. I hope this added value, and stay tuned for the next video.